Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how to clean a freshwater aquarium. We've had this aquarium for a few years and we've always kept it pretty immaculate, but we've had a lot of company and stuff recently, so it has gotten pretty dirty, kind of gross. You don't need a lot of sophisticated equipment, but you do need a couple of things. One thing you want to get right away is a sand and gravel filter. This is a siphon pump that costs about 10 bucks, maybe, probably more like 6. I've had this for 2 years, it works great. You'll need a bucket to siphon the old water in. I've got a couple gallons of water, actually 4, that I've let sit out overnight. And we use well water here, not city water or chlorinated or anything like that. It comes right out of the ground through the faucet. So I let that sit so it gets to be room temperature so it doesn't shock them with that. First thing I'm going to do though is reach in there and pull out all those grody plants that are covered with algae. I'll take those and I'll soak them in a weak bleach solution in the sink. And that's about all I need to do with that. Other tools I'm going to use, we have these magnetic felt scrapers. One goes on the inside, one goes on the outside. And you just rub the glass back and forth and that polishes the inside of the glass. You also have a gravel rake that has a sponge and a scrubby on one side if you want to get to the hard to reach places. And a toothbrush if you really want to use it to get some of the artificial plants clean. But it takes maybe half hour to do the aquarium, and normally we do it about a half hour a month and get it nice and clean. Rule of thumb, you don't want to normally replace more than 25 to 33% of the water at any given time. We're down about a gallon, you can see, just through normal dehydration or normal evaporation. The last thing we'll do is we're going to change out our filter in there. That's a little carbon filter that the water cycles through. We're going to change that out with a new one. So let's get started. First things first. First step, turn off the light, remove the cover, and make sure your hands are clean, don't have any soap on them. I'm going to pull out all the artificial plants. And then we'll give this room to work. I just put them, since we have this on the kids' breakfast bar, they watch a fish when they eat breakfast and lunch. I'm going to put them in the sink in here, and I'm going to put, no kidding, regular bleach water in there, let them sit for maybe 15 minutes while I clean everything else out. And then you just have to rinse them crazy thoroughly, so make sure all the bleach is off. But that's all I'm going to do. Again, take it easy on the hate mail. We've had these fish over 2.5 years now, happy, healthy. We do this every month, so I guess that makes this the 30th time we've done this. I've done it. I'm the guy who does it. But bleach works. Next thing I'm going to do is clean the sides of the aquarium. I'm going to leave the old water in there right now. And I use this magnet with the felt on either end, green and yellow here. It's got a string in case they come disconnected, but put one on the inside, hold it in carefully against the wall, put the other one on there. And the magnet will drag it back and forth, hold them together. And basically like a big windshield wiper, you're just going to do all the surface, back and forth and up and down. Well, I did all 3 sides. I'm going to use this handheld scrubber / rake to do the back. Okay, just going to add the bleach. Try not to splash any on you. Maybe a cup in there. And let it sit while you clean the rest of the aquarium. Alright, I got all the glass clean. Now I'm going to turn off the filter and pull it out. And I use these these build-them-yourself filters. They're cheaper that way, easy to assemble. About $1.50 I think a filter once you do it yourself. So that's not bad, $1.50 a month. Just going to unplug this, pull the old charcoal filter out.
Ew.
Pretty gross. This one's just like a sponge filter. This one is trash and it's pretty gross, so we'll take that over and throw it out. You'll probably hear my 5-year-old in the background. Yeah, that's pretty green and gross. That's about 6 weeks. Normally we do it about every 4 weeks.
Oh, I did it.
Okay, I got that sponge filter soaking in the bleach water over here with the rest of the stuff. And again, before we put any of that back in, we're going to ridiculously rinse it clean. But right now I'm just going to take a paper towel and wipe out the housing for the filter to get some of the slime and the mold off of that. Not mold, but the slime off of that, the algae. It's not too bad. I took it out last month and cleaned it really well, so this month is more of a superficial. But the goal is to have a clean environment for the fish again. So you clean that out. Not too much on there. Throw it out. Okay, I'm going to keep the discharge into this in the bucket and just get this going by up and down motion real quick. There it goes, and the rest of it you just stir around in the gravel. There we go, now we got a good suction going. So you just go around, get in the gravel. Part of the gravel will go up the tube and take all the debris and sediment and fish waste out of there. Old food, that sort of thing. Drag it around, and you'll notice the level of the aquarium will get lower. Okay, I'm done taking the water out, and I cleaned up the gravel pretty good. Coming back over here, I can see my rocks, the fake coral, the fake plants are getting better. I'm going to use a little bit of a water pressure and maybe toothbrush to clean them up, and then we'll rinse them real good and put them back in. This went from dark green to brilliant colored again. We're not done rinsing. I'm just scrubbing right now. We'll rinse with fresh water. Then I'm going to fill the sink back up with water. Let them soak in the clean water and repeat this. Don't want any of that chlorine to get in there at all. So we're well water here. No fluoride or anything like that in here. We'll just put those back in to dilute any remaining chlorine bleach. While the sink is filling up, I'm going to go ahead and build a filter here. Comes with a frame, you pinch off a little clip. These mesh bags hold the charcoal. That's ready to go. Frame is going to hold its shape, and you just dump this activated charcoal in there. Try not to get too much on the kitchen cupboard. And when you buy the big packs, the 6 packs, these things are pretty affordable. Like I said, I think it's about $1.50 a month is what I spend on filters. Okay, put the top on tight and use that clip to pinch it. And now we're good for another 4 to 6 weeks with this thing. Okay, going back to work. Got the rinsed out filter here, the big particulate matter one and the little one ready to go back in. Slide it in place. I'm going to go ahead and plug it back in now. You see the water come through. That's the water cycling through the clean filter now. Okay, we've had our plants clean and rinsed now. I'm entirely satisfied that they are free of any kind of chemical residue. So I'm going to place those back in the aquarium with just my hands. Artificial plants are in, and now our gallons of water, not store-bought well water, are just going to be poured slowly back in. Doing the second gallon right now. Normally I put between 2 and 3 gallons of water in there, and that's about 25% of the tank. This time it might be a little bit more because we let it evaporate a little bit more. But you don't want to put too much new water in there because you want to keep the water conditioned and not shock the fish as much. And we've had good success. We've had all the original fish from when we bought the aquarium 2.5 years ago, or when we got it from Santa Claus. I'm done adding water, so I'm just going to wipe the outside now with a moist kitchen towel, really, the one I used to clean the cupboard. Getting extra water off the side and polish all the fingerprints off there from the kids. We'll do that on all the sides. And it's going to look cloudy for a little bit. The water will settle as it goes through the filter. But I'm going to put the cover back on and turn on the light right now. And you can see it's a little cloudy. We'll give it about 15 minutes and I'll come back and show you how crystal clear it is. Here we are a few minutes later. And you can see we have a nice clean, clear aquarium again. Sorry, you're getting a reflection behind you. Everything's glowing nice. You get that reflection out of there. I guess I best like that. So start to finish, probably about 30 minutes worth of work, but it's worth it to keep your fish healthy and clean and beautiful. Thanks for watching.